Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to our webinar. Can Forex signals be profitable? Please give me some okay that you can hear me. It's Vladimir here. I'm the one that is speaking right now. Please verify that you can hear me well. Beautiful. Thank you very much. And I would like to introduce, one second, Nenad. Please say
Here I am.
hello.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I just
Fantastic.
finished my trading day, and I'm waiting for the FOMC. So I'm in a buying the dip mode. GBP dollar selling, gold buying. A lot of good pips last couple of weeks.
So, sometimes all we have to do is just to wait, right? So
Yeah,
part of the game.
it's
Beautiful.
like that. Just
I agree with you. It was a beautiful trading week. The market is moving, and that's what we need. The market to move.
exactly. Much better than the last year. We had a lot of low volatility in markets. Actually, that was a record low in volatility in Forex. And now in 2020, yeah, I've actually made my new highs on the account. I will tell about it a little bit later, of course.
Fantastic. So, guys, quick introduction. Who is Nenad, and what can you expect in today's live event? Nenad runs together with his partners probably well, at least the most successful signal service I am aware of, and I've tested I don't know how many tens of them. And we are not talking here about a month, two, or any such period. We are talking here about a long run. And like everyone, I myself was very skeptical because I saw so many wannabe traders deliver nothing. I myself in the past was delivering signals, so I know how hard it is, how time consuming, dedicated, and everything it is. So after a long time in the business, I can tell you that, and I also know that this is a compliment to you. You guys deliver and not just value of the signals, but transparency, honesty, and mainly for the most important thing for clients beside all the things I mentioned is results. Um, Leonard will talk about the trading signals, advantages, disadvantages. Will present his signals channel. Will present his live trading account with all the verifications in it, of course. But before we start, Leonard, if you don't mind, I have a few questions for you, and then it's all yours.
Yes, of course. And first, before we start, thank you for your compliments, Vladimir. I've known you for a long time. Actually, I remember all of your trading methods also when I was starting in 2010 and 11. And I know that you also had a very good methods. I remember back then. I think the method was called Trend Rider or something like SRS
So
back then in
still is,
2010 and 11. Am I right?
your Hampton right, and still is there. One of my flagships.
Yeah, I know that you have improved a lot since then. And yeah, I mean, we've been a long time in business. And again, thank you for compliments. I'm totally dedicated to this business. I love trading. It's not just business because I need to work. It's like I love this. This is who I am. I'm enjoying trading markets. And yeah, I will give you a quick introduction of myself. So my name is Nenad, and I've been known as Tarantula on Forex Factory since 2010. Before moving to commercial section, my thread has gained more than 4 million views. And basically, yeah, as long as you operate non-commercially, you are very publicly exposed on Forex Factory. But back then, I started working for Admiral Markets as the main analyst and educator along with Chris. And then we received two awards, Forex Awards in 2017 and 18 for the best podcast and sell side analyst. And now I'm working also heavily with FXDD and with XM, also live trading education. But the biggest focus is, of course, on elite currency, our live trading room, where I provide signals literally 12 hours per day. So I don't care if it's midnight. For traders, I'm able to manage the trade even during the midnight or after midnight, and traders know that they can have a full faith in me. When I send a signal, I'm always manage it fully. I'm giving risk everything that is needed to trade successfully.
Traders never sleep.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, should I share my screen now, Vladimir, or we can wait?
You can share your screen, but as I said, if you don't mind, I do have a few questions for you, which
Yes,
I'm
of course.
really interested to ask for our listeners. Questions that people ask me a lot, and if you don't mind, let me present it. So first of all, in your eyes, what are the advantages you think people can have by following signals rather than trading themselves and try to develop their own in traders?
Well, first of all, the biggest advantage is actually following how I trade. So the thing is that we also have this live trading room, but we also have systems that we, of course, sell for traders who also want to trade themselves. But having both is the actual win-win situation, because whenever I make a signal and have a trading idea with clear entry, stop loss, risk, and target, they will see the same thing on their charts. So basically, they will compare it, and I always say which time frame the signal happened. So basically, they will also learn how to trade my methods themselves. For example, if they want to trade more setups than I present, they can do for themselves. But on average, I give in between 12 and 20 signals per week. It's really more than enough. And also, the biggest advantage is I teach traders how to do proper money management, because whatever they know, it's not enough. Money management is the holy grail. Everyone needs to know that right now, forever. The only thing that matters is having a good profitable method, and above all, having a good money management skill. This is what I emphasize: money management, because we are trading the price, but we are effectively trading the risk. So if you know how to manage your trades and your risk, and you have a good method, there is no chance that you won't be successful in trading, as long as you follow rules religiously. Step away from the rules and you might get into a drawdown. Follow the rules and you should be profitable like I am.
Totally agree with you. You know, having the best car without know how to drive will it's a waste of
Exactly.
money. So totally agree with you. And you know what? I love the way you presented. Money management is the holy grail that everybody is looking for in systems. The truth is it's in the money management. I love it. I love it. My next question. Now, I mentioned before your results. You will present it in shortly. Despite the ups and downs, your results, I would say, especially in this industry, are mind-blowing. It's extremely impressive. But mainly what impressed me in all this period I know you, it's your ability to recover from bad periods. And we all go through bad periods.
Yes.
But the ability to recover from that, it's really, it's amazing. So first of all, hats off for that. It tells a lot about your personality as a trader and your strengths as a trader. What is your secret? How do you do that? How do you manage to focus, work based on your own rules, based on your own strategy, and follow that even when the market doesn't respect your views?
Okay. Thank you for great compliments. Well, the secret is in money management. First of all, actually, system and money management. At this point, my system is approximately 70 to 80% accurate. Some weeks, sometimes even 90% accurate. So basically, in on average, it's, let's say, 75%. Now, if you want to have, let's say, if you want to have many setups per day, you need actually to give up for risk to reward. So I'm not risk to reward follower. I don't want to make a trade that will give me 1 to 2, let's say, risk to reward. The main thing is accuracy. So if I'm 75% accurate, I can afford to lose on risk to reward in terms of, again, money management. Let's say, for example, that we open a trade with 0.5 risk, okay, and we lose 30 pips. Next trade is 1% of risk, and let's say that, for example, we lose another 30 pips. So actually, we lost 60 pips with 1.5% of risk. And if I make next trade, let's say with 3% of risk, I only need roughly 30 pips to recover. Anything above this is actually profits. So I'm always starting with lower risk. And when I have a lower risk, I can afford to lose. I have, let's say, 20 setups per week. Most of them are winners. But if I lose, then I just raise my risk. I call this controlled martingale pyramiding. And I never go with 5% more, 5% risk per day. Because if you risk more than 5%, you will be in danger zone. Now, this is the first step. So we build up our account through compounding. So we are actually making profits on profits. With this strategy and this kind of system, it's very likely that you won't be losing. You will be winning. But let's see next step. Next step is that we actually made some good profits on the account. What I do, Vladimir, is I risk only from profits. This is the secret that I do. I never let my deposit be in the risk. If I made 30,000 euros in my trading, I can risk everything in, I don't know, 10 trades, or I can risk 30,000 in 100 trades. This is my own choice, but I want my deposit to be in a problem. I only want to make money from the money I have already made. So the first step is making a deposit with a broker. The next step is compounding the account to some substantial profits. And then I will show that on my Myfxbook. We risk profits to make profits. And by risking profits to make profits, and with this kind of accuracy, I made more than 550% in a full year. Fully verified account, live account, FXDD on myfxbook.com. I will show that in a while. So this is the secret, correct money management.
Again, totally agree with you. And you know what? You said here maybe something that could sound to be scary at first, the market dancing, but then when you listen to the words exactly, you controllable martingale, meaning you have your maximum limits, and that's the secret.
Exactly.
Because everybody tried martingale, everybody failed. The secret is how do you limit yourself on the maximum? How do you control that at the meeting? Sometimes the days are completely shit. Sorry for saying it this way, but it's part of trading. It's part of life. Great. Now the last question, and then it's all yours. Sorry if it's challenging one, but people ask me that a lot. I think it's fair to ask you that as a signal provider. Do you believe the clients that follow signals can be profitable for the long run? Is that possible?
Yes. Okay. A good question. First of all, we need to know that profitability, how I see it, is not be profitable 1 week or 1 month or 6 months. What I think about profitability is being profitable for a full year, because after the year ends, you will see where you are, if you're profitable or not. 1 day, 1 month, 6 months, it's nothing. So you need to be profitable for a full year. This is business. So we want to run business as professionals. My statistics show that we can be highly profitable for more than a year if we follow through our money management things and our signals. We have people here on Elite Currency Live. We also have very good reviews on Forex Peace Army. So basically, people are staying. They're not going away. We experienced, let's say, 7-8 months ago, when I was doing an upgrade of my Camarilla MACD method, we experienced some drop in subscribers. But the problem is people are not patient. Sometimes, I mean, it didn't happen really for a long time that we had a losing month, but it might happen. And of course, it will happen that we have a losing month. I don't know when, but it's normal. And if you have 1 month of losses, you shouldn't think, okay, now I will stop subscribing and I will go somewhere else. because with this kind of trading, you will be able to actually go in a positive territory, and you will be able to finish a year with return. I'm not saying that you will make 550% of return, because again, my money management style is I teach you how to do it. But ultimately, maybe you want to risk more. Maybe you want to, I don't know, take bigger risks. It's up to you how you will manage risks. But this style of trading, I started with 10,000 euros, and I brought the account to 67,000 euros, 69 one point. So basically, this is how you do it. You risk from profits, you make money from profits. 1 month or 2 months, if you experience losses, this is something that you should not quit. So just let it run, make profits, and after a year, see where you are. Along with the signals, you will also learn how I trade, my trading methods, because whenever I make an entry, I give you the risk. We always start with 0.5% of risk. If we lose a trade, we bring it up to 1%. If we lose it, then we go with 2% or 1.5%. You can do it with different risk. But the point is that you let money make money for you. Do it when profits are already accumulated on your account, so you can actually risk from profits. Then you can start with 1% of risk, then go with 2% of risk, and so on and so on. Never go with 5% per day. So basically, it is possible to be profitable for longer run, and I have a proof for that, and this is fully verified Myfxbook account.
Thank you very much. There are a few questions waiting for you later on from also from clients. Faisal, I'll raise up this question later on. Please, the screen is yours, the presentation is yours. Thank you very much for answering, and I'll be here to present the questions later.
Thank you, Vladimir. So we can start, guys. This is a little bit low, so 400 return. Yes, but we are more than 400 return. So basically, we finished the year with 400. Now it's even more. I will show you that. So basically, today's agenda will be about live results, our trading style, and how to join Elite Currency Service. So this is very, very, very important. Pay attention to this, guys. This is my Myfxbook account. You can follow it, of course. I'm always updating it, so you can just go to myfxbook.com and you will be seeing results, always updating. And you can see here, guys, I will show you. This is how the account went. And then I decided to risk from profits. I put a whole risk, bring the account up, and this drawdown that is shown here. Many people don't understand what drawdown is. This drawdown of 65% was made from profits only, guys. This is important for you to understand. The account never dropped below the zero line. This drop here was from profits. And you can see that also this big spike is from profits, because I decided to put a high risk in some trades, risking profits only, and this is what the profits are now. More than 540% of profits, and I think that we will also finish here with even more profits. Our signals are very accurate, and we are just not making we don't have only Myfxbook verified. We have also a trading sheet which traders can always access. If you're a member of ECS Live, you are able to access our trading lists. I always updated each week. After full week of trading, I also enter every single trade in a sheet. I will also show you the sheet later. But see this is 6,120 pips. A lot of wins here, the average win. I always protect my trades. So guys, everything is transparent. 27 people are following, but I always say, guys, the more the better. Follow my trading, Myfxbook account, and you will be amazed how good my systems are. You can do it yourself if you follow, of course, our methods. So we go with more than live results. Next thing is about Elite Currency. So we are award-winning trading and educational provider. We, as I said, we have received a couple of awards in Forex Street 2017 and 2018. We also got the UK Forex Awards for the best education in 2016. We worked for back then Admiral Markets, and we made the 0 to hero and trading 101 possible. So basically, we were picked also for the best Forex awards. Also, guys, what we did is basically what we also did is we have our transparent service always live here. So the thing here is that you see we have signals like this. For example, I'm buying GBP dollar. This is me who is writing, and I give you the risk. Then I give you the exact entry stop loss and target price. Then you see I'm moving stop loss of cable to 31.10, securing 23 pips, and I'm moving, let's say, stop loss of pound, again securing. This kind of trading management is available because I'm dedicating myself to this service fully. So definitely you can be sure that whenever I see the signal and send a signal, you will be able to actually read through our Telegram service, and you will be able to assess my trading management even if it's midnight. I don't care. I want to help you, and this is what I do. So this is basically how you can always, what you can expect from the ECS live service. We have a Telegram channel. I can open it actually. This is here, and these are some of our trading signals today. You can see here we had 45 pips on oil. We also had 18 pips on the GBP dollar, so 53 pips today for 2 trades. I think that this is something that is actually very correct. Past 9 weeks, 76.4 win rate, 81 win, 25 losses, 45% return with 2% of risk. Chris, my friend and colleague, keeps an eye on these statistics. He's very accurate with this, very professional. So we have our also internal statistics ourselves. This is some of our statistics that we did for ECS live service. Of course, I'm trading my account myself. Also, when I make upgrade to a system, I always test it on live account before going live. So basically, as you can see, sometimes your wins will be higher than mine. Sometimes my wins will be higher than yours if we do trades that are not on ECS live service. Through ECS live service, every single trade is clearly given, recorded, and explained. Okay, this is something that we definitely should be paying attention to. Now, guys, these are our methods. Basically, you have Camarilla MACD, you have live. You can always go to our website, elitecurrency.com, and you can actually check it there. You can access these methods very easily here. Come and see what is Camarilla about, what is live service about. You can purchase our systems. If you click on live, you will be able to join setups. And of course, for all of you guys, we have a discount for you. So also on every single price that you see here, you will have a discount. Okay, so basically just see, and everything that you want you can ask me, because ECS live is not just about sending signals, it's also about answering your questions, guys. I have 2 webinars per week: Tuesday 10 a.m. GMT, Friday 9 a.m. GMT. So come, ask questions. Whatever is not clear, I'm ready to reply and respond. So you have full support from my side always, guys. Always 2 webinars per week. Whatever is not clear about entries, trading methods, risks, how we trade, you can always ask me. Okay, I'm here. So you can also check reviews on Forex Peace Army. Very good reviews so far. Of course, there will be always competition which doesn't like us, because we are successful and we are one of rare companies which actually share their results transparent. So from time to time, well, we might see maybe some reviews that are not very faithful, but because we are fully transparent, we of course try to always manage our company the best. You can read all these reviews here, and well, if not, I always say seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. This is something that we really don't understand. This guy, I have never seen him. We asked if any help is needed, and this is a fake review, and the fake review was posted because someone was obviously wanted to discredit our customer service. I can assure you that our customer service is very professional, and our colleague will always reply if you have any questions. So this is definitely a fake review. So it doesn't need to concern you. Your concern is to trust us, to trust me as a trader, to trust results, and to trust live trades and signals that I always gonna each day, literally each day. Okay, so basically, well, you can read about it a lot. And again, guys, you can actually use a discount code. It's VR15, and you will get 15% of discount on every signal, on every single service that we provide. So you can actually use this discount for purchasing our systems. When you go to check out, then you just enter the code, and you will get 15% on everything that you actually purchase. So if you want to go with ECS Live, go to the ECS Live page, okay, and there you will be able to get a 15% discount. So you go to Forex and CFD here, okay, and when you click, go, let's say, for example, Camarilla MACD, you want to purchase a module. I mostly trade with SIT and Camarilla MACD Core. So these are two primary methods. Camarilla MACD SIT is more than that, because last 4 months there will be much more signals with the Camarilla MACD SIT, because market is giving us excellent intraday setups. So we are taking 20, 30, 50, 15 pips multiple times per week. So basically, this is something that we are always promoting, of course, on seminars, webinars, live things, because these are the methods that I use: Camarilla MACD SIT and Camarilla MACD Core. And I can assure you, on 2 webinars that I have, 2 webinars per week, I can always and will always answer your questions, guys. So how to start? Go to our elitecurrency.com. You can go with, this is the optimal thing, 3 months of setups, and this is it. 295 euros minus 15% of discount. Also Camarilla MACD SIT and Camarilla MACD Full. If you want to go with full, then okay, 2,249 is the price. You can apply a discount code, and definitely you will get a good discount. So don't be shy. Try the systems, try the methods, see if it works for you. For us, it's great, guys. Again, we are also running trading sheet. This is what we also have here. Everyone who has the link can access our trading results. Everything is fully transparent here. Every single trade that we have, for example, this week, 6 wins, only 1 loss. We are again in a big profit, guys, and we enter the risk. As I explained again, even if you lose a trade, you can easily recover, because we are using a very soundy and very professional money management approach. 13 average setups per week. Sometimes we have 10, sometimes we have 20. We have sessions from 8 a.m. to midnight. Literally, I'm trading full day. Forex and gold are most of the setups. 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 6 minutes, 4-hour time frames. And sometimes we call trades for minutes, sometimes for hours, sometimes for days, depending, of course, on what I see throughout the daily time frame of the pair that we trade. 3 to 10 setups per day, still very rarely 10 per day. It can be 4 per day, yes, but it can be also 5 per day, depending on the markets. We go with scalps, intraday, and swings. mostly Forex and gold, sometimes equities. I'm trading mostly sit, core, and sometimes London Open Advanced. But I don't give a London Open Advanced setups because I'm focused on every single pair that market can give us. I'm talking about majors and crosses, not exotics, but it's more than enough. And of course, if you purchase Camarilla MACD, you will get a bonus of live service for 1 to 6 months. So this is not a theory, this is actual trading. And as I said, by risking from profits only, you will also be able to sky boost your account. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask me. And if you go and purchase, just enter VR15 and you will get 15% of the discount. If anything is not clear, I will clarify, I will explain. So go and ask questions.
Nenad, first of all, thank you very much for your presentation. I think it's, as I said, you just pretty clearly showed that
Yeah.
my introduction at the beginning was straightforward, was correct. Again, your results are very impressive. I myself average 50 to 100% a year, and you you kill me. So totally hats off. If I knew to do the way you do it on the intraday, I would do it. I don't know. My view is always longer term. So really hats off for that. Thank you very much for the special promo code for the followers. I did put the link for you guys now in the shared chat window. You will see that on your GoToWebinar platform. For all those of you who will watch this as a recording, you can find the direct link right below the video in the description or in the pinned comment. I do have a few questions here from the guys, but I also have a note from your partners here. Just for transparency and honesty, the review you got on the Forex Peace Army. So that's what your partners say. It's not fake. It is misunderstanding that was unfortunately done with the client in terms of 3 months to 6 months. Very sad from my point of view that because of miscommunication or some wrong understanding of chat or language, some people get it wrong. Your support is fantastic, and hats off for that. Thumbs up for that. Whatever could be said, because I know you guys, and I know what my followers tell about you. That's the bottom line. So whatever and whoever can say and feel the other way around, that's normal. Some people see the things differently and might expect things that they shouldn't. Anyway, I just wanted for transparency and honesty to present it from your team. So there is a question from Glenn. Do you inform customers before you plan to take a trade? Because it might go pretty fast if you sometimes take a 5-minute trade.
No. I'm always when I have the entry, immediately I send it to Telegram channel. And yeah, I might, if you want, I might actually say, for example, we might have a trade. But when I see a trigger, I immediately enter on Telegram. So basically, you can always add 10 pips of buffer. Let's say the market is at 1570 on, no, let's say GBP dollar, 1.3000. And if you enter 2, 5, even 5, 6 pips away, it's still okay, but it doesn't happen. Usually when I do a trade, it's immediately sent on the Telegram channel, and this is why you need to have either your mobile phone or your PC platform. Because when I make a trigger, I myself need to write it down, and when I write it down, I send it to Telegram channel. When I do trade management, I also send it to Telegram channel. So I might say we might have a trade just to prepare you. Yeah, that can be a good practice. So I might start using it just to prepare traders who don't have it always all the time. But just to have in mind, I use market orders. So when trade is triggered, I immediately send a chat with entry, stop loss, target, and risk, and which method is the trigger from on Telegram channel.
All right, thank you for that. And from your experience, how many signals really like run away too fast, so there is no option to enter them?
From my experience, none. Every time I send a signal, it can be easily open if traders pay attention to a Telegram channel, at least after, let's say, up to 5 minutes after I send a chat.
It's also very important to say that many times the market not always go right away to the direction.
Sometimes it drops. So even better, if you want to go long, I send a signal and market starts to drop and you notice it, you take it. You will be having a better price. In uptrend, we are buying the dip. So if the market drops a little bit after I send a signal, then go buy it. It's great. Then you have a better price than myself. I mean, this is real life trading. I'm not a magician. I cannot stop markets, freeze it like time stop, and then send a signal. So whenever something happens, I send it. You need to have Telegram channel open on your mobile phone, on your PC, and follow it. If you have mobile phone, then it's less than 30 seconds. It takes less than 30 seconds for you to take it.
Thank you. There is one question for Faisal. What's the
Also, we have money management script. So if you cannot decide how big is the stop loss, how big should be the lot size, we have the script that does automatically for you. Because the primary thing, if you want to be profitable, is first to determine how much you are willing to lose, how big is the stop loss. Only then you determine targets. Because the risk taken, the lot size, actually, the lot size is not fixed. The lot size depends on your account and on your risk and stop loss. So this is why we use script. Sometimes your risk will be 0.5% and the script will tell you open 0.38 lots. If you go with other markets, it will be 0.27 lots. So primary thing is you need to know the distance between the entry and stop loss and the risk. When you put those two things into the script, it will calculate automatically the lot size for you based on your account balance. So this is something that you should always have in mind. This is the secret of being successful, having a profitable method and having excellent money management skills. Do never forget. Do not think how much you are willing to win, how much you will win. Think about how much you are willing to lose. Because before you make a trade, you need to know where your stop loss is, because it will give you the correct assessment of the lot size you should use. Every other approach in the long term is not profitable. And I'm saying again, guys, account that I showed you on Myfxbook, it's more than a year. So I opened it on 4 December. It's 29 of February. So you see how big the account is. So don't think about quitting Forex market if you cannot make money. We are here to help you make it.
There's one more question from Faisal. I couldn't understand personally, so I'll read it as it is. If you understand, please answer. If not, I will ask Faisal to clarify. I see 400% return. Is the speaker is saying max exposure at leverage of 1 to 100? In Forex is 55. Sum of total money tied.
The maximum leverage depends on the brokers. I use basically, again, it doesn't matter the leverage. If you, let's say, I don't know where you live. If you live in the US, then you need to comprehend, of course, by the rules of the US, 1 to 50 leverage. But if you live in Europe, well, we have the list of brokers that you might use. Let's say you can go with XM. They offer 1.888 leverage. So I always try to select the maximum possible leverage. I never trade with less than 1 to 100.
Thank you. So, next question is actually several questions from Rafael. One, the signals are sent mainly from 8 a.m. to midnight GMT time. Is that correct?
Yes, from London session, let's say, yes, something like that, 8 a.m. GMT to, let's say, 6 or 5 p.m. GMT. But trade management is not restricted to signals, because sometimes I can send you the message in midnight.
And the next question, also from Rafael, are all trades with the trend?
90% of the trades are with the trend, 10, maybe less than 10% are counter trend. But let's say 95% of trades are trend, yes.
And the last question also from Rafael: when losing a trade, we will increase the risk on the immediate on one next trade.
Yes, but start with low risk. You cannot go with 3% of risk initial trade and then bring it up to 6% next trade. No, it's not working like that. 0.5% first trade. You lose 30 pips, you go with 1%. You roughly need only 15 pips to cover for a trade. Anything above that is a win. If you win, we restart 0.5% again. We can have maximum 3 losses because we go with 0.51, 1.5 to 3%. If we go with 3 losses in a row, that will be maximum 4.5%. We stop trading for that day. But it doesn't happen. Really, it rarely happens. Usually we have, I mean, I don't know. It depends. But this week we have 7, 8 winners, only 1 loss. Last week we had 10 wins, 7 losses. A week before that we had 9 wins or something like 14 wins, only 1 loss. It's written in the sheet. But for you, it's most important to, again, don't think about how much you will win, how much your leverage will be. Think where your risk is. Start with slower risk, and then you can raise the risk a little bit. And if you bring your account to some good size, then you risk from profits. This is how I made 50,000 and more euros on 10,000 euro account. Now, guys, I mean, this is it. I cannot give you anything than this what I have. So you have Myfxbook, you have Forex Peace Army. I've been in this industry for more than 10 years. Okay, I am a publicly known person. I have a lot of seminars across Europe. I'm also a speaker on XM and on FXZD. So guys, I don't go anywhere. I don't hide. Everything is fully transparent. Leave your suspicions for some other people, not for me. Thank you.
Totally agree here. You being skeptical in our reality in this sort of online market is normal, but again, it's you need to know who are the real people, and when you see someone,
you don't need to be afraid of the market. If the
when
market,
you see someone who is here for so long, always there publicly, I mean, there is nothing else to be said. One next question, if you don't mind. What's your win reward ratio?
I don't know, really. I don't pay. I win to reward 75% of successful trade. If you think about risk to reward, I don't care about risk to reward. Risk to reward is old thing that has been already surpassed by today's markets. If you went, okay, let me tell you something. Whoever asked this, if you went with risk to reward in 2019, you would be losing because there was so low volatility that you couldn't go with risk to reward in 2019. Risk to reward nonsense is nonsense. You don't make money with risk to reward. You make money with correct money management and having as many accurate and good trades as you can. This is something that I already explained. This is something that I have proof. Forget about risk to reward. The biggest thing is you can have 100 pips of stop loss, but with 0.5% of risk. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter risk to reward. You can take 30 pips with 100% stop loss. It depends on the market. One of the things that I do every day is following ATR. We have our custom-made ATR indicator. This is a must for intraday trader. We know where to put stops. We know where to exit the market. The hardest part of trading is when to exit, not where to enter, where to exit. Forget about risk to reward nonsense. Just show me one good account with risk to reward applied in 2019. How can you go with risk to reward when market was ranging most of the time? Forget about it. Market conditions have changed, and we go always with conditions that are applied at this moment.
In all my lectures, and I always mention, listen to the facts, not the wishes. Risk reward before trade starts is a wish. How much you wish the market to pay you, but no one guarantees the market will agree with the lines we draw. It's the market could change, the signs could change, the trend can change. Listen to what the market gives you, not the wishes you have before you start the trade. There was one more question. Do you scalp a lot? Do you scalp generally the market?
Yes, sometimes we have these scalping trades, but scalps are not like 5 or 10 pips. It means that, for example, I had a trade on GBP dollar today and I made 18 pips, but you couldn't make more than that because today's ATR on the GBP dollar is extremely, extremely low. So basically, today GBP dollar, because of tomorrow's news, only made 40 pips. If you make 50% of the ATR, this is what I call risk to reward. This is what market rewards you for. If you can make 50% of the ATR, this is something that is actually great, because if market is willing to give you 40 pips, you cannot make 40 because it's literally entering at the bottom, exiting at the high. But 50% of it is great. So you don't go for how much your wish is, as Vladimir said. You always go for how much market is willing to give you. That is why we have ATR indicator, which is the single best indicator for predicting volatility in markets and range in the market. This is what I use every time I trade. It's always presented here on my platform.
One more question was there about small accounts. Small accounts, and if you don't mind, I will answer that. Small accounts should not trade regular lots. Fact, period. You cannot allow yourself to risk small and small account. 1% from $100, you understand what it means. You cannot do it with regular lots.
Okay. Yes, I got you. But if you have a $100 account, I advise you not to pay for our services, because with $100 account, you will not be able to pay for our services. $100 accounts are testing account. I always say that anything below 1,000 is sort of testing account. If you really think that you can make money with 500 euros, then I don't know what to say. With a professional trading approach, with how I say you can trade, well, you need more. I mean, you can make money, but then again, think about this. If you make 5% on 500 euros, is it possible that you make 5% on 50,000 euros? Yes, it is, because the only difference is using different lot size. So still, putting 500 euros in the bank will give you 1% of return on investment for a year. If you can make 5%, 10% in a couple of months, then you are already 10 times better than banks give you in a year. The same thing you can do with bigger accounts. The only difference is lot size. So forget about anything that you have learned so far. Money management is the holy grail in Forex trading. You cannot make millions by trading 5,000 euros, but you can learn how to trade profitably. When you learn, then you deposit more. That is it, literally.
Nenad, thank you very much. I do have, if you don't mind, a few questions of mine.
Yes, of course.
Which I think could be interesting also for our followers to listen. You, as you mentioned, you are in the industry for a long time. We both are dinosaurs. So when it comes to being online personalities and public personalities, you provide your service for a long time. Now, how all this experience you went through, how does that help you improve as a trader, and how do you see the next period as a trader? How do you keep yourself busy always with improving and delivering better?
I always adapt to current market conditions. So basically 6 months ago, when I developed Camarilla MACD Core with new indicators, those were conditions when some markets actually could make some good swing trades. But then when market conditions changed and volatility started to subside, I switched to mostly intraday trading and scalping. So basically, I always adapt. And with my Camarilla MACD method, I know that there will always be trades. Sometimes we will take 5 pips. Sometimes not literally, we rarely take 5, but let's say we will take 15 pips. Sometimes we will take 55 pips. For example, today we made 45 pips with oil, because I trade oil too. And with GBP dollar, we made 18 pips. Some days will be better, for example, for Forex market. So I always see the ATR, I always watch the range, and I watch the trend. This is when I decide which markets to trade. So basically, I'm always busy. I always have something to do. If I don't lecture, I manage my signals. Whenever I manage my signals literally full time. So sometimes when I'm out, not close to my computer, I have my mobile phone, and I have the same trades that I send on Telegram channel. I have the same trades running. So this is how I manage it. But the primary thing, you need to be here all the time. You need to watch present market conditions. All the things that worked 10 years ago, well, not all, but 80% of the things, except for money management, of course, don't work in today's market conditions. Volatility has changed.
Set and forget dreams don't exist.
Set and forget is a long gone. Forget about set and forget. Just don't think about it. It's not possible. If you want to be profitable, forget about set and forget. You need to protect your profits. I always say scaling out. This is what I send on my channel, scaling out. Literally taking the half of the trade, putting the rest to break even plus one, riding a free ride. Sometimes I move whole stop loss in profit. This is what banks do. It's called profit stops. So this is what I manage my trades. I am totally maybe different to what you guys have seen. But because I'm unique in that kind of way, my result on trading is also unique. I cannot say anything. I'm not an average trader. I always strive to have the best possible results out of it. I'm a perfectionist, not just in trading. I ride motorcycles. This spring I will go to track. So I always try to improve myself. I don't want to be a level one, because people ask me, Nenad, how long have you been in trading? If I say 10 years, it doesn't mean anything, because if I'm at the same level for the last 10 years, it means that I'm not improving. No, I'm not level one anymore. I'm now a little bit higher on the level thanks to the results that I can really show to traders publicly. And this is why I'm not bragging. I'm just saying the facts.
What was the best week of yours and the worst one?
The best weeks were definitely when some trades during Asian session. But from our ECS live channel, we had a week, I think, of 15 wins and only one loss.
Wow.
Yeah, this was one of the best. We really boosted the account when we had a week. And again, it was intraday trading. It was not swing trading, really. It's mostly, you know what I do, Vladimir? Last couple of days, let's say 5 days, I've been just selling rallies on GBP dollar. And I said it multiple times on my webinars and analysis. Below 30.50, sell GBP dollar. Above 30.50, buy GBP dollar. And I made a lot of money with these 2 weeks by following that rule. I have my own system. I see where entry is, and I just buy and sell. I sold the GBP dollar. If there was no news tomorrow about rate announcement, I would still looking to sell GBP dollar on rallies. It's easy, 1 to 3 pattern below the channel, and we are in.
Sometimes it is easier than it sounds. I totally agree with you. Last one, Nenad, and once again, thank you for your time. What would be your suggestions or tips to the followers of the service? How to make it successful for themselves?
Guys, don't go with just 1 month. You can go if you want and see how it goes. Go with 3 months. After 3 months, okay, you will see the result, because at least you need to have quarterly result. Follow my rules, follow my trade management, follow what I say and what I write on Telegram and on my Camarilla MACD webinars on ECS live service. If you have any questions, any doubts, just go ahead and ask me. I will reply to you. So the final tip with Camarilla MACD and success that it has, and again, above everything else, money management is the holy grail in trading. And this is the fact. Things have changed, market has changed. We are always up to be the straight in point. When we see volatility like this, you need to have accuracy. You don't chase risk to reward, but you actually chase money management. Okay,
When
that is the fact. Follow it, what I say, and you will be fine.
if you don't mind, when I was doing my boxing, my coach told me the same, and also in my judo classes, my coach told me never ever lose by ippon. Do whatever it is, roll sideways as you want. Do whatever it requires. Don't follow no on an ippon, because
Exactly.
then you will have your chance to stand up back and recover and win.
Yeah, I also practice Muay Thai, so I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. I
exactly.
follow
So
you.
it's never been knocked out, right? You can
Hey,
fall, you can be hit, but be aware of and it's so much. I remember these words, like, it's ringing in my brain always when it comes to trading, because it's exactly about the risk management. Do it
that's
properly,
it.
do it correctly. Do not allow, and that's what majority of people do. One loss or one losing week, and then boom, all in. Uh, Whatever happens, happens. And of course, what happens is shit, and everybody blows accounts. But have this control over the risk management and the money management. And yeah, I never thought about it this way, so it's good you raised it up. The money management is the same holy grail that everybody is looking for, not a system, not a strategy, not indicator, not tool. The money management. It's very, very well said. Nenad, thank you very, very much for your time, guys. If this video will be uploaded to the YouTube channel and shared with you by email, and also in our Telegram channel. If you will have any questions, feel free to ask. If you need to ask me anything, I will, and me to forward to Nenad and his partners, please do. Again, Nenad, thank you for your
Yes,
time.
and final thing before I go, just I want to say, guys, I know that still some of you want to see risk to reward. We have it on our website, but the thing is that risk to reward is not good as target or as an exit point. We have our, of course, risk to reward just to show traders who still pay attention to that, but it's not good as a good exit point. So if you browse through our website, you will see all the statistics. But have in mind that profitability is what counts at the end of the day. Profits, money, and how successful you are in managing your account. Thank you, Vladimir. Thank you, everyone. I hope to see you soon. I wish you a great trading week, trading year and day, and see you soon. Cheers.
And then keep blowing with the result. It's really impressive, man. Really, keep it up.
Yes, I will. I hope that I will make more than, well, I don't know if it will be 100K, but I hope that it will be at least 80K until the end of the year.
Keep it up, man. Keep it up. And once again, thank you for your time. Guys, the link to follow and learn more about the Elite Currency service is right here for you in the chat. For all those of you who will watch the recording, it would be in the comment section and in the description. Thank you for being here. I wish you a fantastic evening and day, and continuation of the week. Bye for now.
Bye for now.